There were two constants in the Ovens and Murray League in the 1970s. Wangaratta Rovers winning flags and champion full forward Steve Norman sitting on top of the goal-kicking table. After a modest start to his career that included being overlooked for the Hawks lineup in the 1970 Grand Final, Norman soon made his presence felt. Parking Norman permanently in the goal square at the beginning of the next season was among the responses to being overpowered by Myrtleford in the 1970 Premiership deciding match. He responded in spades to the faith shown to him by coach Neville Hogan to become only the second Ovens and Murray player to kick 1,000 career goals. Norman equalled Bob Rose's club record for the most goals in a season with 65 in 1971, before taking his exploits to even higher levels for the remainder of the decade when the Rovers would win 7 flags. He fell 3 short of the century in 1973 when the Hawks missed the grand final, and despite Norman kicking 9 goals in the preliminary final, they lost to North Albury. Norman's first century of goals came in 1975 when he kicked 118 goals, and 2 years later he booted 115, including bags of 15 against Myrtleford and 13 against Corowa. The 1977 season was also particularly sweet, with the Hawks avenging a grand final loss to Wangaratta the previous year. Norman kicked 8 of the Hawks' 20 goals for the match as they stormed to a crushing 52-point premiership win. He stood just 6 foot tall, but size meant nothing, as Norman had explosive pace, strong hands overhead, and a drop kick that was simply deadly from any angle. He kicked 6 or more goals in 68 of his 242 matches in brown and gold, and he represented the Ovens and Murray 7 times. Injury slowed him in the twilight of his career, but not before he left behind a legacy few could ever match. Steve Norman, a wonderful player and a goal-kicking machine who is so rightfully elevated to the status as a legend in the Ovens and Murray Hall of Fame.